Oke. Streamnya di belakang.
Kita kan.
Ini kayak orang kelihatan kan?
Coba langsung aja ya. Patahkan. Terus ini manage. Oke. Wait. Masuk ke sini. Di sini dulu kita.
Okay, hello everyone. It's an honor to welcome you all here today for this important event. My name is Nathan and I will be your MC for today's session. We're truly grateful for your participation, whether you are joining us in person or in online. Today, we're gathering to delve into an extremely relevant topic, especially in our modern digital world, that is the importance of cybersecurity. Cybersecurity impacts all of us, from individuals to corporations to entire nation, and understanding its importance and practical application is critical. We're here to learn about the threats that exist, how they can affect us, and what we can do to protect ourselves from cyber attacks. We hope that by the end of this seminar, you will have gained useful insight and tools to implement in your daily lives. Before we dive into our main program, let's go over today's schedule to ensure we are on the same page. Okay? In the first, we are opening remarks, and then we're going to sing Indonesia Raya and Hymne Test, and then keynote speech, and main presentation on cybersecurity by speaker, and then Q&A session, documentation session, and then closing remarks. Before we start our presentation, I'd like to invite everyone to rise as we honor our country and institution by singing Indonesia Raya and Itersin. Let's join together with respect and pride. Okay, thank you everyone. You may now be seated. Okay, I'm honored to introduce our speaker, Satya, who will be presenting on cybersecurity significance, covering topics such as what cybersecurity is and why it is crucial, and various types of cyber attacks, how to identify cyber attacks, solution to prevent cyber attacks, methods for preventing phishing, trojans, and other threats, and last but not least, tips to enhance the security of your devices and accounts. We hope that this presentation will equip you with the knowledge to navigate the digital landscape more safely and confidently. Without further ado, let's give a warm welcome to our speaker, Satya.
Hello everyone, my name is Satya Askakila. I'm currently majoring in Information System Department in Institute of Technology 10 November. I'm gonna be today's speaker, and the topic is gonna be about the importance of cybersecurity. Okay, next. So here are the topics, which is what is cybersecurity, forms of cyber attack, identifying cyber attack, preventive measures, solution, and tips to improve your device security. Okay, next. Okay, you might be asking, what is cybersecurity? Surely your account have gotten hacked before, or you've seen your friend get hacked before. Now, cybersecurity is the practice of protecting. Now, cybersecurity is the practice of protecting system, network, and data from. Now, cybersecurity is the practice of protecting system, networks, and data from digital attacks designed to steal, damage, or disrupt information. Now, why is it important? The reason it's important is because technology right now is currently very deep rooted into our everyday lives. Every day we will use our phones and stuff, and we want to secure our data from cyber attacks. Okay, here are the forms of cyber attack. Next. Okay, malicious software, or short for malware, is a virus worms. Okay, malicious software, in short malware, is a virus which is in the form of Trojan, spyware that infects system to steal or damage data. It is often spreaded via email attachment, infected websites. But nowadays it's mostly just software downloads. Now, how do you identify malware? You can identify it by, say for example, I was playing Valorant the other day with 120 FPS. The next day I downloaded something I torrented a movie like Pacific Rim maybe, and then I noticed when I boot up Valorant, I noticed the FPS going down from 120 to 100 maybe. That's one of the signs of your device being infected with malware. Next. Okay, now phishing. Phishing is a social engineering attack where attackers impersonate trusted entities like banks or police to trick users into revealing sensitive information or downloading malware. Phishing usually comes in the form of emails, fake websites, or text message. An example of fake website is when, say, my campus, which is its.ac.id. Now, if you change its.uc.id, that counts as a fake website, and most people can get tricked from it. I mean, sure, if you know one or two about the website, it's very easy to differentiate it. But for a first timer, it can be very difficult. How to identify it? How to identify phishing? We can check for suspicious emails, message with errors, altered URLs, or urgent language. This urgent language usually comes with caps and exclamation mark in your emails. Okay. Next. Next one is ransomware. Ransomware is like malware, but this time it's encrypts your data and then asks for a ransom. So basically, it is holding your data hostage. How do you identify a ransomware? Usually, it comes with a message or pop-up about encrypted files and ransom demands about the said data. Okay. Next one is distribute denial of service or DDoS. This is more of a server attack where they try to flood the server by, let's say, like making multiple accounts. Now, how do you identify it? Is by noticing network slowdown, unresponsive sites, and spike in traffic. Okay, next one. Okay, brute force attack. Brute force attack is an attack where, let's say, you have Gmail of someone. Now you do not know the password. Usually, brute force attackers will try every single password combination to find the correct one. I'm not quite familiar with the brute force attack, so from my estimation, it should take like quite long for it to take effect, but I'm not quite sure myself. How do you identify it? You can usually get a pop-up about frequent failed logins or account lockouts. Okay, next one. SQL injection. This is a database attack where attackers exploit vulnerabilities in a database query to gain unauthorized access to modify or delete database content. Now, how do you identify SQL injection? It is by unusual database change and error message. Next. Credential stuffing. Now, this is more of a from a data breach. So, for example, Facebook experienced a data breach where their user information got leaked. Now, usually attacker can use this information to log in, or they can use their username and then use a brute force attack to gain access to an account. Now, how do you identify it? Is by logins from an unfamiliar location or logouts. Next. Okay, man in the middle attack. I'm just gonna use an analogy. Okay, let's say I was in a call with a friend, and then another one, a friend not a friend, like a random person just came into my call. That's a man in the middle attack. Basically, it disrupts your communication and then allow attackers to steal data or alter communication without either party's knowledge. Now, how do you identify it? Is by disconnection, unusual data usage, or certificate warnings. Next. Okay, here are the preventive measures against cyber attack. The first one, you can implement a complex password and enable MFA, which is multi-factor authentication. Now the second one, you should update all of this software, including operating system. But usually Windows tends to break your operating system, so it is recommended to selectively pick your updates. Now the third one is use reputable antivirus software and keep it updated. Antivirus software, for an example of this antivirus software is Kaspersky and Malwarebytes. If you have like McAfee, FEG, or Smadev, you should delete those because those are adwares. They act more like a malware than a malware does, which is kind of ironic if you ask me. And then the fourth one is train user on avoiding suspicious emails and downloads. This is, it's quite self-explanatory. The fifth one is maintain like regular secure backups of critical data. This is very important because if anything happens, like for example a Windows update broke your operating system, you can just go back to your secure backup. Okay, next one. Okay, this is the solution if your device is infected with malware or something else like that. The first one is isolate your device from Wi-Fi to prevent it from spreading. The second one is to restart the device in safe mode because it prevents the malware from launching, and then you can safely remove from there. The third one is if the infection is like too severe, obviously the sensible option is to contact someone professional to handle it. Okay, next one. The fourth one is, yeah, well, use reputable antivirus. Sure, it's not like maybe consistent, but it can at least help, you know. Okay, the fifth one is, well, last ditch effort. If possible, restore the device's data from a recent clean backup created before the infection. Okay, next one. Okay, here are the tips to improve device security, which is install software from trusted source, so no pirating, no torrenting and stuff. And then the second one is enable notification for account activity. The third one is use biometric authentication, so like fingerprint or face. Yeah. The fourth one is be wary of phishing scam. It's quite self-explanatory. The fifth one is use secure browser and extension. So don't use like other browser like for other non-trusted browser. Those usually can contain like Bitcoin miner or something else like that. The sixth one is, well, backup data regularly, like backup. The seventh one is use a VPN on public Wi-Fi because others can see what you're doing on a public Wi-Fi, so it is recommended to use a VPN to secure your data. The eighth one is I'd say it's the most effective and the biggest, like, you know, tips I can give you, because if you know this, you don't need all of this. This is fine, which is educate yourself and others. That is the biggest tip I can give you to improve your security. Okay, next. Okay, that's it. That's it for my presentation. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Satya, for that insightful presentation. Now, before we proceed to the closing remarks, we'd like to take a moment for documentation. May I kindly ask participants in Zoom to turn on your cameras if it is possible, so we can capture this moment together.
Hitungannya yuk.
Okay, I'll count down each one to make we're sure all set. Okay, you count in 1, 2, 3. Okay, once again, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you to our speaker and to all of you for your participation. We hope this seminar has provided you with valuable insight into cybersecurity. And then please remember to complete the attendance form to receive your certificate, which will be sent to the email you registered with. And then, any closing statement from Satya? Huh?
Okay. Maybe just. Okay, thank you once again, and we hope to see you all in our next event. Have a wonderful day and stay cyber aware. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Done. Okay, that's all for our event today, and we hope you guys. Okay, we hope you guys learn about something about cyber attacks and cyber security, and then have a wonderful day and stay cyber aware. Thank you.
Udah, streaming.
Yang baca yang mana sih? Ini kan?
Udah, stop. Selesai streamingnya. Udah gitu ya.
Nah,
Suara aku habis di tengah.
Coba cek.
ini sebenarnya itu kalau kamu bilang nggak ada ini apa misalnya nggak ada kalimat penutup bilang aja enggak, jadi langsung gue close.
Kurang briefing.
Iya, kamu nggak dikasih tahu ada ini.
Soalnya kemarin gue bilang closing statement. Jadi
Enggak, kamu nggak inform aku closing statementmu jangan lupa. Pakai closing statement.
Jangan ulang lagi kan.
Gak bisa deh.
Cek
Kali.
dulu.
Ya sebenarnya nggak bisa ikat.
Tinggal buat laporan.
Streaming nggak bisa ikat ya?
Bisa, tapi bukan streaming lagi tuh video.
Iya sih video jadinya.
Apa namanya? Story.
Hah? History kan?
Oh, story sih.
Tadi kan kamu apa? Aduh, kurang
Gini
bikin.
kan?
Screenshot aja ada screenshot. Dikerok. Dikerok. Dikerok.
Gak boleh dia. Minum.
Kamu lihat.
Kasih lihat. 21 menit.
5 menit itu siapa?
Suaranya pakai apa?
Koneksi ya berarti ya?
Ini nggak di stop.
Ya, matiin
Matiin ya, ini.
ya.